I want to hear the actual details about the service. To Julia's point, what are going to be the pricing tiers? What's going to be offered in them? How are they going to bundle this to existing Comcast cable subscribers? And are they in talks with other cable and telecom companies about bundling it with their offerings as well? And then I want to hear more broadly about their strategy. One of the things that we've heard from other telecom companies, primarily AT&T, that are getting into the streaming game is how they're going to prioritize all of their content. We don't know right now whether or not NBCU's studio, for example, Universal, is going to have window priority. Are they going to make movies exclusively for Peacock? These are all questions that I'm going to be looking for today, Dom, and I know that investors are very eager to hear about this strategy because we're only a few months out from launch. So, having covered this space, is there a disadvantage to Comcast, NBC Universal coming out last out of the gate with a streaming service? Or do you think that it's a positive given the fact that they've been able to learn from other releases from other media competitors? Ooh, good question. I mean, I think that they've been able to learn a lot, especially on the marketing side. I think that you had some services who went all in on marketing and then day one couldn't deliver. I think about Disney Plus having a lot of issues crashing on day one. But that marketing play really helped them out. I mean, within the first week, I think they had 10 million app downloads. So they could learn from that perspective. But really what the time does, Dom, is it buys them time to negotiate for programming windows. You'll know that NBC Universal's got a lot of programming tied up in things like Hulu and different distribution with Netflix. This time has allowed them to negotiate with those other streaming services to say, hey, we want our programming back. And to date, so far, they've been able to win some back. As you mentioned, they've got rights now to The Office, other legacy programming that they're hoping is going to lure consumers to this service. Ultimately, and at the end of the day, the 800-pound gorilla here is still Netflix. How big of a deal is this competitively that Peacock will go against Netflix as well? Well, there's a couple things you have to understand here. One, Netflix is a subscription service with no ads. Peacock, they're hoping that most people are going to buy the ad-light tier. They're going to pay a little bit less than what they would for Netflix, but they're going to be served ads. The reason that matters is because NBCU sees potential in an ad revenue here that Netflix isn't even thinking about. So from that perspective, it's not really competitive. Where I see it being competitive, Dom, is that at the end of the day, you're going to have a lot of people getting this service for free with their Comcast subscription. But you're also going to have a lot of people who are not going to get this for free. And in order to make it a sexy thing that they're going to want to subscribe to, gotcha, NBC is going to compete with Netflix for talent, and they're going to compete with Netflix for other programming rights. That's what's going to be the biggest challenge for them.